Okay, third time's the charm. Welcome back to the show where a lonely virgin 16-year-old cunt turned 17, so I still can't legally do jack shit important, but better than being 25 and having fucking student debt while being a disappointment to your parents, I suppose. So, wanted to make a video. It's probably 1 a.m. I'm not quite sure because I have no real sleep schedule anymore. I live in my parents' house. I shouldn't be too loud. I shouldn't even move too much with this microphone because guess what? Guess fucking what? This cheap microphone actually might just explode from me dangling it too near my little shirt from Teddy Fresh, because let's get some product placement in. Let's hope that by mentioning popular things, YouTube will pick up the algorithm. So, how to go about the topic which I've chosen for today? Aside from being rather controversial, immigrants, it's also kind of complicated to talk about because, like, there's so many issues relating to it. It's kind of like, I don't know, most of the information you're fed about it is very much dumbed down, and the stuff that really matters is not talked about because it doesn't create headlines. Yeah, let's talk about immigration. Pretty much my simple gist of it is that you should try to be legal while emigrating, meaning that illegal immigrants, unless they have some really good fucking reasons, like dictator being a cunt and not respecting human rights, or quite literally the country burning up, a natural disaster and stuff, then you should try to be legal. No, you shouldn't try to be legal. You have to be legal because most of the illegal immigrant stuff we hear about today is pretty much the thing. The general discourse is if the guy enters illegally, he must have a good idea, a good fucking option. He must. I can't even speak no more. I have no brain cells left from how fucking bad of a video gamer I am. Video gamer, not even gamer. One step ahead on the virgin scale. No, but seriously, if you are actively trying to get a better life by emigrating to another country, I think your first thought will be, yeah, I'll emigrate there legally and I'll be a good person, like you should. But some people miss one point though. The point is that it's not necessarily that, oh, they're blacks, that's why you hate them. No, it's because by illegally immigrating here, they not only pose something of a threat to the people around them, which really, it's not much of a threat to the people around them as much as it is a threat to themselves. Because let's say that you emigrate illegally to country X. In country X, they have good healthcare, they've got a good job system, they've got good laws and everything. But then you get injured on the workplace, and you need to give them your information. And when you get there to the hospital and you tell them, yeah, I don't have documents, I'm not legally registered here, and I'm not supposed to be here, yeah, that creates all problems for you, yourself, the person, because automatically it creates the situation where the healthcare system there has to say, what are we supposed to do with this person? Like, we can give him treatment, but how are we supposed to make him pay if he doesn't have any documents, if he doesn't have a bank account? How are we supposed to make sure that this person doesn't get into trouble again? Or even just as simple as, oh, someone ran me over, and I got a broken leg, but I'm fine. Then automatically there, what can you fucking do? You can't call the police, because if you call the police, you get fucked yourself. And if you don't call the police, there's a maniac going around half drunk and half fucking drugged up, just going around ramming into people. So that's more or less my position on the topic. You should always try to be a legal immigrant. And people who are very much mad at illegal immigrants do have some right, although I do believe that most of the time, especially with American people, if you can even call American people those fucking rebellious colonials, ooh, ooh. No, but on a more serious note, memes aside, history memes, because I'm cultured. Hey, ladies, no, don't. You would be sorely disappointed. I'm so emotionally bankrupt that I would turn any decent person into an absolute slog, a ghoul, a buffoon, a monkey, a baboon, even. No, but oh god, not lightning, but the American voter pretty much has this sort of idea. Oh, illegal immigrant because is bad because he's an immigrant. No, that's not the point. The point is that there's a whole sort of set of consequences when emigrating to a country. Like, one person immigrating to a country isn't bad. 1,000 people emigrating to a country is not that bad, depending on the scale of things. But when we're talking about millions of people moving from one country to another, already we're starting to get into a problem. And it's not like immigrations have never been a problem, because they have. Rome was broken by immigrations, by a barbaric incursions. And and even China for that matter, Mongolians and stuff. But for real, it's not like humanity has never dealt with this kind of problem. It's just now that it's been the world has been so interconnected that we need to have this discourse, because there's topics like extending something like the Schengen Treaty to something like North America, because people want to say humans should have the right to travel from one place to another freely. And I mean, it is pretty convenient, but at the same time, there's a whole set of consequences. One of them being the one I'm most really passionate about, being economics. When you move from one place to another, you would possibly find a job. I mean, on the off chance you would want to survive and not die because of the cold, or not eating, or not drinking, you would want a job and a house and whatever. But the problem with a lot of illegal mass immigration is that a lot of these people are, of course, desperate. Like, as we've seen with the arrival of immigrants to places like Turkey, Greece, and Italy, the job market has just gone downhill because you've introduced this cheap workforce that can do just pretty much any work that you give them, be it cheap and not necessarily requiring a high level of education, because they need a job. They need to find a job. They need to pay their bills. They need to buy food, buy water, and just buy electricity here in Italy too. That you can't even say, oh, these people are being parasites. No, it's the big markets just being kind of dicks. Actually, my father and a friend of his, yes, because unlike me, my father has friends. Ooh boy, that's ooh, like no fucking 17-year-old is going through that awkward phase where he doesn't have friends. But actually, an interesting conversation between my father and one of his friends. His friend works at a company which is basically, think of it like Italian IKEA that works only in Italy. Basically, there's a whole compartment there which is filled with people from Romania and the places also like Bulgaria and Hungary. Because after the fall of the communist regimes there, many emigrated here because they saw that, simply put it, high-paying jobs, decent standards of living. There was already a pretty big community, so might as well go there. But problem is that these people were so desperate that the big Italian IKEA actually said, "Wait, what if we just pay them less?" And because these people couldn't say no, the company just went in and said, "Okay." And the thing is that Italian workers who were used to having such high pays got pretty fucking mad, and they got outcompeted, and actually discrimination within the workforce became a pretty big issue, where it was pretty much segregated, where if you were Romanian in the company, everyone would just expect, oh, so you move the fucking furniture around and you set it up at the destination, or you drive the truck, or you are in the logistics sections, which wasn't too far from the truth, because that was the situation. That was pretty much it. People were quite literally so desperate that they took any job they could find, and that just so happened to be low-paying furniture building at someone on some rich fucking cunt's house in Italy. And in America, well, we could say that any low-paying job is good enough for a poor Honduran guy who's probably not even, let's say, even just a 26-year-old. What are you gonna do without a degree in America? I mean, already with a degree, you're bound to have pretty big fucking problems, like not having a job, a high-paying job, or at least high-paying enough to pay to pay anything close to the amount of student debt you have. But without a degree, it becomes pretty serious. So because you become desperate, and therefore you fuel a cycle. Whereas you're not necessarily the problem. The problem is capitalism. But in a way, it is migrations that are the problem. So we should go against radicalism. No, yes and no. That's a double-edged sword. Because to go against radicalism, you need a bigger force to destroy. To go against a heavy hand, you need a heavier hand. And that has gone pretty well for America and the Middle East. Ooh. Oh, why do I say ooh so much? Like I'm a fucking furry. No, but genuinely, if you think that, oh, we should allow all immigrants in, think again, because that's not a good way to go about things. You should say, we should allow tourism, because that's an industry. We should allow skilled personnel in, because, yeah, of course. We should allow people that are fleeing from actually desperate situations, and we should allow in that have at least some education. But to allow anyone in who is desperate enough is essentially just saying, yeah, let's destroy the job market for not just the native population, native as in the countrymen, but also the ones who are coming in, because wages are gonna just go down. Actually, I've also read today an article about the sick population, not sick as in ill, but sick as in from India. Who, okay, yeah, sure, coronavirus, Italy. That basically you had this arrival of low-educated, low-skilled workers coming from India, searching for a job in Italy, and they've been working in these farms in the southern part of Italy, and yes, they've been theoretically they've basically given a defibrillator charge to the economy's heart, but at the same time, when you actually go look at things, the only ones who are getting rich are the plantation owners, and you've got a thing like indentured servitude over there going on, with abuse, mistreatment, and harassment running rampant, because these are pretty much, desperate illegal immigrants, and just like the light to me, it's blinding. So, what else? What else? Not much else on the topic that I would feel like I can talk about without sounding like a complete fucking idiot. I could talk about my hair being kind of bushy, but you know what? Let's go. Yeah, good enough. I feel like a cunt now. So, make up your mind on the issue. Don't listen to any big media, because usually big medias just want to appease their political party, political ideology. Just appease their candidate, the candidate which is paying them off real fucking good. Ooh, nice hairstyle, hey. Not really, but, so, I don't even know how to end this video, because it's such a complicated issue. It really is. One quote that I would like to quote is, rather than helping them at our home, we could always help them at their homes. Which sounds kind of racist now that I say it out loud. Salvini said it. Okay, let's not dwell on that too much. before Twitter cancels this small channel. No, but oh god, oh god. Please don't hate me. Please eat your veggies. Help people who are desperate, and make sure that capitalism doesn't ruin our society more than it has done. I can't speak. This is what happens when you study for something like 10 years. No, not even. Nay, 11 years of your life. You end up stupid and Italian and desperate. Desperation is a constant grim reminder of my situation. I am emotionally bankrupt and have nothing to contribute to society. Have a good day, like and subscribe!